It came through. He releases his music on a label that runs a really cool festival in the UK that we were booked for, and it just was something that came up, and I obviously was like, yes, I want to do that, please. And then I remember there was a sort of conversation about the fee for a while, and I was like, guys, I literally, I could pay you for me to do this, please. So we did it, and it was fun, and I kind of on a lot of our remixes, we haven't done one in a while, but I always put loads of harmony, because I think quite a big part of our sound is sort of like the harmonies and backing vocals, and so I layered up loads of harmonies and ended up doing this sort of like quite embarrassing, almost like operatic solo in the middle of the remix, and basically like forcing him into a duet with me, probably well against his will or knowledge. But yeah, no, and then we emailed it over, and he liked it. I got a response, and yeah, this is the last thing in the world. I kind of in my mind was expecting for him to just be like, "You're right, mate, leave it." But he liked it, which is cool. And then I got to meet him as well in LA. Influences from him are probably less direct. Like it's this sort of feeling that his films give, and his TV show and his artwork and stuff. And I think for our videos, like particularly early ones, like there's a song called Bad Blood, and it's got a video that to probably most people makes absolutely no sense. But what I liked about that is the same thing I liked about when I saw like Mulholland Drive with my dad, and we walked out the cinema and looked at each other and were like, what the hell just happened? And then I went, and then I was like calling up people who'd seen it that I knew, and going on the internet, and I found my way onto forums for the first time. That's probably the first and only time I found myself on a forum, was when I was like, what the hell happened in Mulholland Drive? Just because, and I loved how it made people, because it was sort of, I liked that it wasn't just a film that you watched and didn't think about, but it was something that stuck with you and that you wanted to speak to people about, and it kind of created this engagement. And I guess we kind of wanted that for some of our videos as well, that specifically, and so with Bad Blood, when we released it in the UK, we kind of encouraged people to interpret it and to share their interpretations of it and stuff.
What made you or your dad pick that film out of interest?
I didn't know about the lesbian scenes.
Oh, your dad then?
I was like a massive film geek and used to read lots of film magazines, and I hadn't actually seen anything by David Lynch before then, but I read about it and it looked really cool. Something about it just grabbed me. And then
we know which bit.
Yeah.
We just bombarded her with emails till she finally caved.
I think, we just thought she was great, and we're working on a sort of hip-hop production side project thing, and ended up, she sort of got involved in it, so we did some I guess it's the modern way to collaborate over the internet. Did some recording with her, and and then we had this tour that kind of, it was lucky enough to sort of sell out straight away, so we just had the pick of whoever we wanted to take with us, who was up for it, obviously. And just thought it would be fun. Also, selfishly, it means we get to watch her show. And she was totally game to do it. So yeah, that's going to happen, which is nuts. And I'm really excited. I think it'll be good. And I can't wait to see what people say, because I think quite a lot of our fans might not be necessarily thinking that they'll like it, but I think they will.
I mean, everyone was thinking about that. I literally expected everyone to say no right at the beginning. So
I don't think we think of ourselves as anything in particular. We don't see ourselves as a rock band. We don't see ourselves as a pop band. I don't know. I think
it's quite hard to be a rock band without an electric guitar in most of your songs.
We've got a couple of new ones that have guitar, like some quite heavy guitar and riffs in them and stuff.
But we're no Metallica.
No, but like, I like them because in the set I get to like pretend that we're in a rock band. Kyle has a really amazing bass pose.
The bass giraffe.
Yeah. Which always makes us look way cooler than we are. I don't know. We don't really think of ourselves as anything, and we never really did. So we just sort of get on with it.
We were really confused as to why anyone would book us for SNL. But
yeah. But just seeing the lineup and the other bands that have played is crazy. And but I think most of all it's just such an institution, and it was really fun to be able to go and watch from behind the scenes, like watch it. I think the sort of like nosy geeks in us really enjoyed seeing the rehearsals and being in a dressing room next to Jonah Hill and his mate Leonardo DiCaprio just popping in.
Like all the staff there were genuinely like lovely and made us feel really welcome.
The catering was ridiculously amazing. Yeah.
I had
Like-
11 chicken wings. Best meal you can have.
5.5 chickens died for your meal.
True.
Thank you,
I
chicken.
mean, I don't know why I said it like I'm a vegetarian. I don't.
I feel bad.
I love eating chicken.
Yeah. It was everything we hoped for
Yeah.
and more.
And it was fun, like all the cast members and comedians kind of getting changed for the sketches and having their makeup done and putting wigs on and stuff all in this little corridor. And you're kind of
It's quite interesting actually watching the dress rehearsal, because obviously it's like they do a dress rehearsal, and they kind of, there's a lot of sort of ad-libbing and they sort of adapt things for the actual show. So seeing the whole process from like the scripts there, but they would sort of, so I guess that's one
Sounds
thing that
really
you wouldn't
cool.
get from watching the show.
the people who booked the show actually really like Oblivion, which was the song that we picked. And it definitely wouldn't have been my first choice to play on TV because it's hard to sing. But
It's kind of their house, so we've got to
exactly,
do as we're told.
and it's, you know, it's nice if there's if people have engaged with like other songs on the album. It's nice. That's a really cool thing. So yeah, and I guess it allowed us to kind of show. Well, that will never be a single, so it allowed us to kind of show it off for probably the only time on TV, and it's really different, I think, in terms of pace and sonic to Pompeii, and we got to have a massive string section with us, which was wicked.
And makes us look better than we actually are.
Yeah, some real musicians on stage.